Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher Zoo. Today I have with me Ingrid and Foxy and Steph Nerd.
Hi!
Hello.
And today we're going over American Barbarian. Since the prior episode, Raymond and I went over Tom Scully's GoBots, and long ago, Ingrid, Raymond, and Eric and I went over his Transformers versus G.I. Joe. I finally got my copy of physical copy of American Barbarian, although you can get it for free on Kindle if you wanted to, but to check out anyway. But I figured the time to go over this, and Tom Scully is quickly becoming one of my favorite comic creators. He is just like the spiritual successor to Jack Kirby in all regards, and unlike Grant Morrison, he doesn't get too far into the metaphysicalness of it. That's one downside that Morrison has. He gets way too meta for his own good.
So when did this come out?
This came out in 2013 or so.
Okay. That makes,
2015.
Right.
2015.
that makes more sense.
That
Okay.
makes a lot of sense.
That time frame makes sense.
Right. I didn't think it was like a newer one, but the 2010
Oh, it is new.
makes sense for this.
Yep. And it's clearly a throwback to so much of the 80s stuff. You know, you have Kirby, and not it was mixed in with Jack Kirby stuff. You have Kirby stuff. You have the Hanna-Barbera stuff. He-Man. So much of the stuff you're going to see in here. So let's just dive right in. Oh, just look at that. Look at that symbol.
I like that.
Oh,
That's awesome.
It's giving Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Little bit
Book
of
1, 7 brothers. My 7 sons. Gunther, the oldest. The twins, Hannibal and Tristan. Bobbert, Shem, Jimothy, and Meric, the youngest. My name is Yosamon, but they call me Pa. 7 futures, all about to change. This is the ritual that defines our family. They reach into the abyss and pull forth the tangle of swords. Let it begin! A new generation's fate is in contention. Whichever sword you pull from the tangle will determine your role among your generation. In accordance with the law of the ritual, my son's paw was all their might. It is a ritual that began long before their birth, long before my own birth, long before even the birth of my long-departed father. Once the swords are untangled, their runes can be read, and each brother will know the path his life will follow. And this is my day, and don't you forget it! Can't quite make out the rune on my sword, but I know it's a good one. But in this day, young Meric is eager to prove himself the equal of his brothers. And he pulls with all of his might. But seriously, look at that tangle of swords!
That's
that
awesome.
is such a ridiculous but cool idea.
Yeah, to see what they're supposed to be able to pull it apart.
Right. It all looks like it's melted together. It doesn't, like, you would think if they're laying on top of each other or entwined or whatever, that's one thing, but they literally look like all one sword in
It's
the middle.
the Iron Throne, but
Yep.
in your
spike
hand.
But in this case, though, he did what almost has been once in a million done. He pulled so hard, he pulled from all the others. And look at all of his brothers. That should be impossible when you think about it.
Yeah.
Given how physics work and everything.
It's like playing tug of war with 10 people.
Yeah, or 7 in this case. He pulled the whole tangle. No fair. What a freak. Now he holds all the swords. Do-over. That's not supposed to happen, is it? This is a special case. Though it is most unusual, this one in a million circumstance is not without precedent. Our family, the Yosamon dynasty, has kept order on this tiny sliver of new Earthea. We Yosamon are not kings, but we serve kings. For the past 3 generations, we served the Lionhorn dynasty. In that time, we've defended this fortress from every imaginable threat. And believe me, it's a hostile world. Roving mutant armies, legions of the risen dead, renegade robots, wild herds of genetic supermen, roving citadels on wheels, science experiments run amok, swirling matter devouring black holes, reanimated dinosaurs, the sewer people of New York, and now rumors of a tank-hooved demonic pharaoh slowly gaining power. The ways of the Yosamon family would seem strange to outsiders. This is why we keep them secret. And as a result, in this unimaginable nightmare world, Fortress Lion-Horse still stands. What more could you ask of a band of warriors? What do you see about that? Right there, we get summary of everything about this world.
That is surprisingly concise for giving us basically all we need to know to engage with this.
But it's one of those. It's basically one of those old 80s cartoon introductions where they usually would get info dump you in the narration.
Yes.
Mhm.
Exposition.
Better
We
to-
love exposition.
Right, better to tell you everything right up front instead of drawing it in or trying to explain it as you
They
go.
did sort of do a bit of an interesting open with the whole like sword pulling ceremony thing, and then launched into the lore dump, which is a very good thing. You hook them with a bit of action, and then it's just like, okay, here's some of the other weird stuff about this world. Now that we've shown you that.
And it
Right.
piques your interest to what's to come. You're just like, we're going to see all this, aren't we?
Right.
Yes,
It's
it's
very
just like,
He-Man.
ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, the artwork to me is definitely He-Man. And
It's
then like the
very
red, white,
He-Man.
and blue hair on his face. That's head.
His name is Meric. Like, I
Right.
just
Yep.
want to be like,
Merca.
Merca.
Mark.
Please know
I
that
think that's entirely the point.
Yep, and he's called the American Barbarian.
Right. I know. It's just so funny. They're like,
Merca.
let's give him the name
Merca.
Meric for no
Right.
reason at all.
This key
Look at Eric.
unlocks our family's secret. Beyond this gate are the halls of my father, and his father, and his father's father, all the way back to the legendary first Yasaman. Go forth. The catacombs, the resting place of our ancestors, it's that and more. Is that what I think it is? The Star Sword. Get it? Red, white, and blue stripes and
Oh,
a
that's-
star.
Right.
Oh, that's amazing.
And like
Welcome.
the whole cluster of swords made like basically another star.
Yep.
When you
Yeah.
look at it.
Oh, yeah, it definitely did.
Right?
Yep. I like
It's
it.
more
The
like an
right kind
exploring
of
star.
tongue-in-cheek about it.
Right.
Yep.
They're
It
just
is.
like poking right at it right in front of you. Like,
Yep.
hey, look at this. Acknowledge me.
Go on. Welcome to your destiny, my son. King Lionthorn sits upon his throne in the fortress that bears his name. With the Yosamon family as his council guard, he's maintained a near idyllic peace. It is Lionhorn's kingdom, his castle, his land. It is Yosamon and his 6 sons who preserve this oasis in a dangerous world. Notice it is several years later. We went from 7 to 6. That is a deliberate setup. Meanwhile, Two-Tank Omen. Think about that name. He was called a pharaoh. His name is Two-Tank Omen. Tutankhamen.
Right.
That's funny.
Is on the march. As far back as I can remember, these halls have never been so full of joy and prosperity as they are now. We have much to celebrate this day. Our harvest has been the best in years. Yosamon, my friend, it is you I have to thank for this. It was my great-great-great-grandfather's good fortune that he entrusted your revered ancestors with the task of defending this castle. The roast dragon is superb. It's been a long and fruitful partnership. I'm honored to carry on the tradition, as are my 6 sons. King Lionhorn, at risk of putting a damper on of the celebration, can I have a word with you? Rub's not bad. And again, he's on, it's at the bottom, on the march. I know that. It's getting bigger.
Oh, that's clever.
We need to discuss castle security. My 6 sons and I are stretched thin. The threat that hangs over us is one we can't ignore. This marauder isn't going to just disappear on his own. You're talking about the rumors of the tank-hooved beast? I'm listening. I value the counsel of my chief of security. There is no one more respected among my subjects than you, Yasamon, and I hope you'll forgive my say-so, but in addition to this wonderful feast, you're going to have to eat some shit.
Hold on a second. Two-Tank Omen is on the march. Are his feet
Tanks!
the tanks?
His feet are literally
I
tanks.
just noticed that.
That's
There
funny.
are. I was like, wait, is that smoke or are those his actual feet right
Those
now?
are his actual feet. As it says,
And
the
it
tank
says- it
hooved
says it in
beast.
there, right? It says his feet are tanks.
And then
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed, but they've only shown 13 candles. Like if they're going with the whole America vibe,
Right.
they've shown
Yep, 13
12 here.
of the counties.
And then exactly.
That's funny.
I'm like, I'm picking things up like I Spy.
I also just like how they mentioned, hey, the roast dragon is good, as if like eating dragon is just a normal thing you do in this world.
Yeah, it's perfectly normal to be eating dragon right now.
Yep, this Two-Tank Omen isn't someone you can take on by yourself. You need to reach out to your rivals, your neighbors. Forget the grudges and unite against this threat. Unite with those wrong-headed fools. Shit, what's Pa on about? Joe Bobert, I want to hear this. Mother Nefarious and her zealots could be valuable allies. We also need to make inroads with the dinosaur people to the north. And imagine if we had the people of the moving city with us. They're not ready to forget the old grudges. And neither am I. Yosaman, my friend, it is good to keep your neighbors at arm's length. Two-Tank Omen has changed all the old rules. The day-to-day security of our fortress is in your hands. I trust what you've done. That's your job. Foreign affairs is my job. Again, look, it keeps getting. Look at that, just like boom, 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 boom.
I like taking over.
Yep, but yeah, it's on his way. I always tell my son to practice, so they're ready for all eventualities. How come I'm always the target in these combat drills? Don't let your guard down for a second, Meric. You didn't eat much at dinner. How would you like a knuckle sandwich? Nice try, Jimothy. Now it's my turn, big bro. Combat formation, Sigma, pile on. 5 against 1, take him down. That's kid stuff. I can fight 5 warriors in my sleep. Now look at that. His horde are roll on. You forgot. Yep, you forget. Really I was raised on 6 against 1 battles. Why'd you have to mention Gunther? Isn't it bad enough you made him leave? Manny, it's not my fault Gunther took off like that. Besides, I miss him as much as you guys do. Not even Pod knows for sure why he left. Let's talk. Yo, I thought we were done. What the hell? Never turn your back on the enemy, and you didn't call timeout. Timeout then. Enough. Too late. March on. All hail the concrete hero. Timeout. There, how many times do I have to say it? Timeout. 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 That's a great idea. This guy needs a timeout. Let's give him a timeout. He could use a break. In you go. Down the hatch. You need to cool off. Okay, these guys are so bros, aren't they?
Typical siblings.
It feels very much like the way siblings would act.
Look at it. One of them has a mohawk.
I know. It is the funniest mohawk.
But you got Jimothy and Manny and all of them. They're all wrestling. And yeah, it's training technically. But then the bottom of the panel, they're just straight marching on them with all this armor ready to go. Dude's got tank for feet.
The 7 founding fathers were a little bro-like too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, the founding father. So not cool. When Dad finds out, he's gonna be pissed. Don't be such a spoiled sport, Mr. American Barbarian. Clank, bam, bam, bam. Ever forward rolls the Two-Tank Omen horde. I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm asking you to let me do mine. I'll not go running to my rivals begging for help. That's just what they'd want. You've had this little pocket of paradise in this crazy world for so long, you've forgotten what it's like out there. My pride cost me a son. My 7 young warriors are now 6. Don't allow your pride to destroy this kingdom. So many lives depend on you. You make a strong case. The alarm. I didn't schedule a drill. This is no drill. And again, look. Boom, boom.
That's crazy.
Just look at that. A pharaoh with tank for feet.
That's insane.
That is amazing.
That's the best armor I've ever seen, bro.
I know. And he's a giant.
Right? It's like he's a giant with pharaoh armor with tank feet. That's just crazy.
Not looking good. First the alarm went off. Now explosions. Bakoom! This isn't one of my brother's pranks. Fortress Lionhorn is under siege. And here I am, the American Barbarian, locked away and forgotten. Hey, Pa, it's me down here. Strike, my son. Show these brigands how the Yosaman boys fight. They can't hear me. Someone let me out. The kingdom needs me. Boom! You'll rue the day you cross swords with us. Back. Ha! Is this the feared army of Two-Tank Omen? And what do you think, my sons? They fight like a pile of wet rags. Come on, boom, damn it! So the big man finally shows his face. Oh, look at it, even the women are, and this one woman, filthy vandals. And what a face it is. Where'd you come from, anyway? Let me guess. Looks like the corned beef has escaped from its can, strapped on a pair of rusty, oversized roller skates, and so I could take over the world. That sound right? Did I leave something out? Crawl, worms, your death has arrived. Pick up the pace. Dad needs us. You know he's in trouble when he starts talking shit. You Americans talk too much. Submit before Two-Tank Omen. Embrace your fate. All who live will serve. All who defy will die. My sword! I don't need a weapon to fight a satanic tank-treaded pharaoh. Boom! 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 This brawler looks none too pleased. You got that right, reader. Ha! Thanks for the haircut. My dad is always on my case about it. He says long hair is a liability in combat. But what does he know? Dude's bald. Your day has come. Two-Tank Omen's army has arrived, and we don't take prisoners. Ah, you pirates talk too much. Let me show you how to use this thing. Shit! One down, one endless horde to go. If they're all as tough as you, I might have to go back into that cellar and cry myself into a stupor. Let's see if Paul needs any help cleaning up after your playmates. Just look at how awesome he looks.
Yeah!
I don't know why it's hilarious to me. I'm just dying
He
laughing
looks
over
like
here.
an action figure.
That's the point. He's supposed to look like an action figure. He's supposed to.
Such good 80s and 90s like memories.
I know, right? Nostalgia.
It's like
Yeah.
nostalgia from the 90s that we also got like while we were kids, and everybody's still acting
Exactly.
like it's the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. That's why I love his artwork so much. He's just so perfect at this stuff.
it's the writing too. Like the writing is hilarious to me.
It is.
It is. No, this isn't happening. This is not happening. Next, Revenge. Book
Just
2.
old,
Revenge. God, your brothers, forgive them. I already have. They're jealous of you. It all goes back to the tangle of swords. They knew you were special. They knew you'd get it all. They knew you'd inherit the Star Sword. What they didn't understand is what a burden that would be for you. Now go kick some ass for your old man, American Barbarian. Oh.
Huh.
Pile them high for Two-Tank Omen. Bodies and treasures for Two-Tank Omen. Two-Tank Omen! Look who turned up. It's the guy who used to be boss around here. Oh, yep, there's the king. The crown of Lionhorn is yours, oh great one. Two-Tank Omen is a merciful god. Though you are unworthy, he offers you a choice. Join the inevitable swell of his army or die. Two-Tank Omen is a butcher. He's a moldy blot on this shattered spear. Two-Tank Omen can return to the hell pit that spawned him. Patooey! Ew, he dead.
Get 'em.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, they're weighing the bodies with the treasures.
That's curious.
Oh.
Oh, look at this. Revenge.
His hands. Oh my gosh. I love that.
That's a photo of hands.
Ah.
That's a photo of his hands.
That is so great.
They just have some dude's hairy arms.
Oh, look at that. Revenge
so-
and then
it's
3
just
exclamation points.
It's just a picture of a real dude's arms.
I
Though.
know.
It's so great.
I think he realized when in doubt, just use the real deal.
Right though.
Yeah.
Can't make it enough in the cartoon.
Look how
It's
tiny
just
his-
a
Damn.
picture.
Look how tiny his pinkies are compared to the rest of his fingers.
They definitely photoshopped. His hands look off. Like one's bigger than the other, pretty predominantly.
It's like 2 different hands.
They
Oh, look at
really
this.
look it.
He's
I'm not
carrying them
taking.
all out.
I'm not afraid of anything. I could take all of you, all 6 of you, as he's just laying them to rest. And you think he's taking the sword, and he kind of is, but kind of not. This is meant to be a fake out. You're thinking he's leaving it behind. They have to be in here somewhere. What are you looking for, Greylock? The defenders of this fortress. The one with the red, white, and blue hair. Why? One of them. The father holds a key. Its value outweighs all the treasure we found here, Slidge. Hey, look, Lord Greylock, Lord Slidge. There's one now. Take his weapon. Search it. Are you here to fight, little man? Aren't you going to ask me to join or die? Like, you wish to join us? I'm no fool, not like my brothers, not like my father. I wish to join you. I worship power. I worship strength. I see now. Two-Tank is the future. Two-Tank is power. He's lying.
He is so ready, though.
Yeah.
That's the best way to get close.
We have no need for one such as you. Many have joined our ranks from the many lands Two-Tank has conquered. Why would we need you? Let me prove my worth in single combat. My ancestors were bred to be ultimate warriors. Who's the toughest bastard among you? Who is Two-Tank Omen's biggest badass? Badass! Azrael! Patooey! Patooey! Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Look, it even says pummel. It says pummel even.
Hitting him with the E-Honda over here.
Right?
Oh! Bone crack.
Oof.
But gets up and then takes him down. Boom.
That's so awesome.
You could take a beating, that's for sure. Duh, he's just another brawler. We've already got plenty of those. If you still doubt my worth, let me lead the attack against your next target. Better yet, let me raid the next castle, by myself. This should end quickly. Next, the city was a heart of darkness. Look at this. It looks like the but look at the artwork here. We actually see him, running, like climbing up, like dun 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 dun.
Right. It's like
dun 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 dun. This goes through all of this.
That's amazing.
It's so big that it continues to finish it up on the next page.
It's
like sorry, asshole. I'm like, get in there with the rest of them. You're all my prisoners, but you're going to have to stay quiet. Wait, you're the only one? We've been beaten by a one-man army. Keep it down. Great work, Barbarian. Nobody believed I could do it. You made a believer out of me. Start with this group. Say cheese, shank. He tells them. That looks just like a figure.
It's like claymation too, though. It's like they took a clay action figure with the other clay figures at the bottom.
Action. What is that? Action League Now from Kablam.
Yeah, yes. The Flesh. He's super strong and super naked.
Right.
Yes.
But please let us go. Don't do this to us. You can't leave us here. Excellent work. But what about the balance for my scales? Where are the people? What's the matter? We have their treasure. We have their weapons. We have their science. The fact that he does is he usually balances it out.
All right.
That's messed up.
You now have a mobile fortress that's still perfectly functional. This will be a mighty base for you, Lord Two-Tank Omen. It's a city on tank treads with a black hole for a heart. The perfect home for you. The perfect capital city for your empire. That's all very true, but where are the people? They saw me, shit themselves, and abandoned ship. Let's go back for a second. Yep, there's the black hole.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
But it's a blink and you'll miss it.
Right. Didn't even realize it was there.
But a warrior after my own dark heart. Night falls as he's sneaking over to help him. Look, he's back. Let us out. You can't keep us down here. Be quiet. I'm here to help you. You can trust me. I haven't harmed a hair on any of your guys' head. You gave me a concussion. For this to work, you're going to have to trust me. Looks like we have a traitor in our midst. Uh-oh!
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck revenge. You guys did me a solid. Killing my family is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. As American Barbarian flipped his wig, find out inside.
It's funny. I love that.
No, it unlocks.
Oh,
his
wonderful. That
potential.
sounds exactly like the tagline on a cartoon episode.
It really does,
Yes,
though.
yes.
Yep, or a comic.
Yep.
Look what he's done. Murdering our comrades, giving comfort to the enemy. Now, Grant, this was for the previous chapter.
Yeah.
Obviously, giving comfort to the enemy. Back off. Clang, clang, clang. They're hurrying on out. Oh! Let's look at that.
Wow. I like
Ooh.
that. Turn the table on him.
Mm-hmm. Let them go. American Barbarian, we're saving you for last. We want you to see this. I am the leader here. My name is Olgar. We are a humble and tribe of nomadic scientists. We mean you no harm. We ask only to be left to our studies into the nature of existence. And Father,
No.
and look at him. He's covered in the blood. He's seeking revenge for what?
Oh.
I've committed a greater atrocity. This one has been telling us all sorts of lies. I'll bet he can tell us all about his family's secret, that magic sword. You have the key, don't you? He sees her up there. Yes, I've had the key the whole time. Well, give it to us. I want that sword. I can't give you the key. You can't, at least not yet. I swallowed it. You'll have to wait for it. Got him open. Who among you is man enough, robot enough, beast enough to sift through my guts to find it? A curse! I put a last dying curse on the one who does it. I will haunt you till your dying day. Enough and histrionics. It turns out it was like I knew I saw something when he fought Badass. The key was tied to his goofy hair the whole time. I have what I want. Now how should I kill him? Death by dinosaur. Let me pop his eye out. Grog groggle. My brothers did worse to me growing up. Let's go get that sword. Ba-boom! Next, the Temple of the Stars.
Change up styles like this. Sorry, I didn't mean
Very
that.
Frank Miller.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
like, he's gone through like 8 different styles in the last 4 panels.
Yep. My father often told me of the kindness of the dinosaurs he'd encounter. Damn! Robosaurs! I'm fucked! A ladder? Oh, look at that!
That's crazy.
Ooh.
He's just tagging him up, trying to get to the ladder.
Remember me? Oh, shit. Hang on there. I would have let them devour you. You can thank Uli for this one. Saving you was her idea. I must be going. Where? To claim my inheritance, the Star Sword. Two-Tank Omen wants it, and I'll give it to him. Right through his dark heart. Look, the exclamation points!
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll come with you. Olsen is planning to go in the other direction to enlist the aid of the dinosaur people. The last thing I want to see is to see another dinosaur. Dinosaur people ride real dinosaurs, Barbarian, not these mechanical ones. The robosaurs are securely on Two-Tank Omen's side. He has the robot boat locked up. You go with him. It's too dangerous for you. I'm going face to face with Two-Tank Omen. I don't want you ending up as one of his slave girls, or worse. The Barbarian speaks the truth, sister. Sister? Thank the gods of my father. I thought that douche was her boyfriend. Stop right there. My people are prison of Two-Tank Omen because of a raid you led. You have my father's blood and the blood of the leadership council on your hand. Do you know the incredible technology you've handed over to that maniac? We were working on a time machine. Do you know what would happen if he gets it and got it up and running? You owe us big time, you ridiculous infant. Okay, she's clearly Tila.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Off on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, let me come with you. I have just as much of a right and desire for revenge as anyone. All right, but don't get in my way. To the left, dinosaur people. To the right, Temple of the Star Sword. American Barbarian. Cut it up. Oh, just look at that.
That's awesome.
I love that.
They do such a good job with that. It's like this dude is gigantic. Still
Yep.
got to fit through all these underpasses. He doesn't bend over or nothing.
The sword
He
is
just breaks
gone.
through it all.
The sword is gone. He did take it and he put it in the water.
Nice.
Gee, we came all this way for nothing, for a rumor, for a myth. You, this was your idea. We've turned this place upside down and haven't found a thing. He must have moved the sword before he joined up with us. How was I supposed to know? The sword is like a religion for him. I didn't think he'd take it from its resting place. I'm sick of you and your ideas, Greylock. Kill him, Slidge. You're my new number 2. Cop. Oh, look at this. The sword does it.
Oh,
That's awesome.
oh, that's amazing.
Bring me that sword! To kill a god. Ooh, just look at that. Just imagine the animation for this.
All right. He's just tearing through his full He-Man right there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
just imagine the animation with the red, them doing the red, white, and blues.
Oh, definitely. This whole thing is so He-Man, though.
Oh,
Oh, look at that artwork.
oh yeah.
I love the change.
Who's the dude? Who is that? The one that's like from around here that did the New Yorker a bunch of times, so I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
The one that we went to.
Yay!
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the artist's name, but Rockwell. That's what it is. My bad.
Rockwell?
That
Oh.
looked like a Rockwell.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. We seem to have lost their trail. Lost their trail? Boom! Two-Tank Omen, Lord of all he surveyed. We're getting a distress call from our mobile base. They're under attack by the dinosaur riders. Back to base! Look, never. Yeah. What are the first 4 letters? The first 5 letters spelled backwards? Never.
All right.
There wasn't
Seems
anything you could have done. This horse was smarter than either of us. Even the coolest sword in the universe is still just a sword. Oh, look at that dinosaur or dragon! That dragon!
Ooh.
They're Star Warsing it.
Yeah, for real.
Look, outsiders!
Chewbacca and everything.
Oh, look at that!
That's cool.
That's cool.
How far have we traveled? I like your hair. What is this land? You are a guest of Mother Nefarious. Mother Nefarious, I need to speak to her. Convince her to join us. Help us build an army. Beep, beep, honk, honk. Auga, beep, beep. New in town. Welcome to the land of Mother Nefarious. High abatress of the great god on all on Gotham. All on Gotham. What do you want from us? Like a new in town tax? No, strangers, nothing of the sort. I'm here to give you a gift. Lottery tickets, 1 for each of you. The next drawing is tonight. Good luck. Like the time has come, my children. Mother Nefarious gives you the greatest gift she can offer. 12 lucky winners, 1 great prize. And that must be Mother Nefarious. The winning numbers are 3, 12, 8, 101, 72. I won. Me too. Of course they won.
All right.
Woohoo.
I just realized these interlude pages feel almost like the commercial break.
Yeah, right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Trying to give you a little rest, but still give you some entertainment.
So what is this? So what is the prize? The prize? We get to meet God. I don't like the sound of that. So God is going to show up here. Which God? What are the cool ones? All on Cosma. All we have to do is wait for him. Have you met him? And have we met? You look familiar. I agree. There's something very familiar about you. My name is Galileo. I assure you we've never met. There is somebody people always get me confused with. Gee, I'm wondering. Like, you must be thinking of new. People always get us mixed up all the time. It was nice meeting you. We don't mind the comparisons, but there's one guy who really gets pissed off at it all. Good old Buchaka. Chewbacca! Buchaka has been around.
Ghostface and Chewbacca right there.
Right.
Yep, Buchaka has been around longer than either of us. Is it wrong to be a little scared? Of course not. Can we see anything? Hey, turn around, everyone. I'm getting sick looking at him. We're seeing too many dimensions at once. It's him. It's really God. Give us some enlightenment. The cathedral of the old God. The clackers. I will. What's it all mean? Will I get my revenge? That's the clackers. Don't let go of the laser zapping clackers. Oh, and beware of my brother. God has a brother? So sick. So disoriented. That was a disappointment as prizes go. And as gods go. Have you noticed how things keep changing in this cathedral? I swear that was over there a second ago. If you say so, maybe some kind of temporal distortion caused by the god passing through our plane of existence. What is that sound? I don't like this. I don't think that rainbow guy was the god. I think that's the god. That rainbow guy was probably just his prophet. Finally, a real honest to God god. Ah! It's great to meet you. Ah!
Little conehead.
Yeah, but he gets eaten.
That's perfect.
Oh my God, he's just like, finally, a real honest to God god. I know. All right, all of you, run! There's no time. Stone. Oh, just look at that.
That's crazy.
All right. Swish, swish. Washink. You have been reading American Barbarian Chapter 6, To Kill a God. Zap, zap. Oh, he ain't dead. I love the fake out.
All right.
Ooh.
How do you kill a god? Chapter 7. I got you by the balls, you ugly fuck. Snap. Miss these, don't you? Zap. Zap, 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 zap. Throws it into his mouth and then turns it to stone. Ash. And turn out all the people zapped and everything. We're okay. I'm not. Look at me. I'm a freak. Hooray!
Woo!
Look, rainbow guy. No
He's just
fair.
throwing the balls.
Thanks for the prize. Listen up, everyone. I'm heading out to kick some more ass, but I need an army. Anybody want to come with me? American Barbarian has a posse.
Like a freaking political sign.
And they're coming with him. They're all coming with him.
That's great.
Again, this is just so fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Hold on just one sec. There we go. Hold. Boom! Whoosh. Oh, and of course he's fine. Charge! Still think you're immortal, Two-Tank? Revenge! Good work, my boy.
Oh.
Revenge. All right. Make no mistake. I'm not back out of any love for you, Two-Tank. I'm back because I hate this guy so fucking much. Why and what did I ever do to make you hate me so fucking much? Whoosh. Clang, clang, clang. Now, remember who went missing at the beginning?
One of their brothers.
Of course. The oldest would be hating that the youngest got everything.
Of course.
Mhm.
Gunther, you hated these beads? You were party to the murder of our father and our brothers. Are you any different? You joined up with Two-Tank Omen the first chance you got. It's not the same. I chose them after father's death to get close to Two-Tank, to get my revenge. I had no choice. Did I have a choice? I was the firstborn son. Number one, the sword was my birthright. But you, with your dumb luck and that stupid tangle of swords, finally the Star Sword is mine once again to do with as I please. Guess what I'm gonna do with it? Jink! I knew that would get you. Ah! Just look at him!
Just gave
Chink,
Freaking
chink,
out.
chink! Revenge. Clank! Ah, she's Princess Leia now!
Look at how
Of
big
course
that
you
sword
do.
is. Look
But
how
then
big
they're
the
the-
sword is that he's holding, and then it's like these dudes were just holding it, and it was the like normal size.
Right.
Yep. These aren't my dinosaurs. Those are real dinosaurs. Perhaps we can make use of the prisoners. You're free. Now run. Run! It's Two-Tank Omen. He's sending his rampaging horde against us. Roaring attack! Oh! Hey, I know that guy. Stop, you fools! Stop the attack! Those aren't Two-Tank's warriors. They're his victims. Think and sink next time. Where's my sister? Two-Tank's got her. I deserve that. But fighting each other won't get us anything. Two-Tank is out there. This is war. We've managed to get back the tenuous control of the fortress. Now that Two-Tank has returned, I don't know how long we can hold it. Is there anything in your rolling city of wonders that we could use against Two-Tank? The big ongoing project we've been working on here is the black hole. We don't fully understand it, but we've managed to create some cool spin-off tech from it. We've even come close to developing workable time travel. Show me. A black hole. Here. Astonishing. Those robots work in the control. Aren't they Two-Tank's followers? Yes, but these robots seem nice enough. They're not fighters. They're technicians. Super scientists, dorky nerd bots. They're pretty agreeable. Two-Tank put them in charge of developing the black hole technology for him. But they've been pretty obedient to us so far. If you would make the black hole any bigger, it'd be nice if we could throw Two-Tank into it. This is the control to change the size of the black hole, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's very dangerous. And it looked like one of the old video game controllers, the knob ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Like not an Atari, but one of those other ones.
It does.
Like it can destabilize the basic structure of the space-time continuum. It's what makes the time machine work, rapidly fluctuating the size of the singularity. Wait,
ColecoVision.
yeah, the ColecoVision. You said you made the time machine work? Affirmative. It's pretty temperamental, though. Let's do it! Next Time Lord. Ooh,
That
That's
is
awesome.
so sick.
Right.
This is how it works. We barrage the black hole with a series of short bursts. Its volumes go through quantum shifts, existing in multiple places at once. To shield you on the dangerous journey, you'll be passing through a layer of chronochrome. Notice what it looks like!
Right.
Ooh.
The target method isn't very precise. We can get you close, though. You just have to figure out how far back you want to go. The power to go back in time, to change things, warn everybody. But when? When would be the best time? Why not go back to the beginning, before the world came to this sorry state? Back to the golden days before the great clusterfuck. Prevent this sad, sorry world from coming into being. First of all, asshole, there are a bunch of different theories about what caused the great clusterfuck. Plus, we were all born a little and well after that. If I changed the little things, none of us would ever be born. Basic time travel paradox stuff. You wouldn't be undoing my existence or my sister's, or any of my people for that matter. You see, we're all much older than we look. My people were born in those lost glorious days before the great clusterfuck. We employ some amazing technologies, one of which is a method of indefinite extension of life. As you can see, that's not to say we can't be killed, but we can live an awfully long time. I saw the great clusterfuck with my own eyes. It wasn't caused by any one thing going wrong. It was everything that went wrong. Every nightmare you can imagine happening all at once. I'm going to stop my own personal clusterfuck. I'm going to stop the massacre of my family. Stop Two-Tank Zen, and there. Our final battle will be a battle across time. This is the targeting system. A series of moments flash by. Study their patterns so you'll know the precise instant to jump. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
That's awesome.
And look!
That's awesome.
Clever, huh?
Super
That
cool.
That is really clever.
Yeah, he realized he needs the clackers.
That's awesome.
Mhm,
Oof. It turned out he just fell down into a small crevice.
mhm.
But yeah, then you're like, hey, no fair. How was it? So sick. Worst trip I've ever taken. Worst trip I've ever taken. Hold on a second. Ah, there we go. All right. I wound up in the wrong moment, but I didn't come back empty-handed. I've got him. I've got God's balls right here. There he is. Revenge. Ching, cling. Well, yeah, I can turn them all to stone.
Oh yeah.
Ching, ching, ching. Yeah. Boom. Give it up, Two-Tank. You're surrounded by dinosaurs. Your empire is crumbling around you. Don't come any closer. Drop the clackers. Let her go.
Clackers.
It's me you want.
So
American Barbarian dies. Let's end this. Clang, like roar. Boom. Ah. Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Jesus. Just cut the head off
Oh,
the dinosaur. Oh, no.
Oh.
Get the sword out from him.
Is it just me,
Stab me.
or are their like suits supposed to be like the Wonder Twins?
a little
Something
bit.
The
Give
brother
me
and sister?
that, you slattern! You dare defile the sacred body of Two-Tank Omen? Boom! And catch! Do it. It's obvious this word belongs to you, not me. I spare your life in the name of our Father. Go! Mercy doesn't look good on you. It's over.
Got him.
Boom! Two-Tank Omen lives. Run! Shink! Boom, boom! He knows what he's doing. We thought he was a dope, but he's always been a step ahead of everyone. Oh, look at that!
Jeez. Talk about
Stand and fight me with your useless toy sword. I have a new weapon to fight you with. Recognize where we are yet? The
Oh,
fuck? And look, victory! The fatal finger, victory!
Incredible.
That is amazing.
That is a really well thought out visual gag.
Yep,
Right.
this was all we were able to find of him. I'm sorry. Oh, look, even her slave outfit still looks like her normal outfit.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh, look at that for a memorial.
Oh.
On this, the 1-year anniversary of his death, we declare a new alliance of our people. We named this union after the great hero who made all this possible. Henceforth, our new nature shall be known as the United States of Barbaria. They never knew his name. They never got his name, so they just knew him as American Barbarian.
Right.
That's funny.
That's amazing.
Cool. Where are you going? It's the first anniversary of his death. I need to pay my respects. She drops, but then we have no idea what she sees. We never find out. It just ends there.
Oh, that sucks.
That
Unless-
was
It's him.
right.
No, wait. I take it back. The sword is gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe she's seeing him there.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Oh
resurrected.
yeah.
Said,
So,
"I'm
how
Jesus."
was that?
I like that a lot. That was a lot of fun and really well thought out.
Seriously,
really
that one of my
was.
favorites so far.
Yeah, there wasn't any predicting it, and I think that's like the best part of it. It was
Exactly.
like it was so very well thought out, and the gags were great.
Right.
And
Mhm.
The visuals were awesome. Like they just tried to make a joke at every turn. You know,
It
so they
did,
didn't
but it
take
still played
anything
it
serious.
straight. That's the
Right.
best part.
Played it straight, yeah.
And what I love about this is the best homage to all those things. He-Man, everything, but without being on the nose.
yeah,
Right.
Uh-huh. Like it hits a lot of the same notes, but it's clearly very much its own thing.
Right.
you guys know the episode of Futurama where they play around with the different animations of the 80s
Yep.
and 90s?
Yes.
That's
Yep.
what this like it embodies, and I
Right.
love that. That's one of my favorite episodes when Nixon changes all the voices to things.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yep.
just, it really made me think of that episode, and I love that.
Yep. So what did you guys think about Meric?
Meric.
I love him.
Exactly.
He was great.
It's so
A
good.
great leader, a great main character you'd want to follow. But again, he's still when you really said he's flat as a board, but you love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His
He's
characterization
definitely
is
one note.
so one note, but it's that one where you can make up for one note character with a great personality, a lot of charisma and machismo.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Definitely.
He-Man was one note.
You're right. Like,
Oh,
I mean, the
he's still
80s
staying
80s
interested,
He-Man.
though.
80s He-Man was one note.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, it's so on the nose about it too, and then the supporting characters are what make it more funny. You know, it's
Yep.
like
Mhm.
he's so serious about it, and then everybody else is just making jokes, basically.
Right.
Yep. And Two-Tank Omen, what a great villain, right?
Oh yeah, it was like the pun was only the start of it.
Seriously, though.
Yep. And he's so big, but at the same time, it's not one of those. He's not one of those so big. You're like, how do you stop him? No, he's at that. He's that perfect size of size.
Right. He's
Would
just
you agree with
giant
that?
enough that you can still kill him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
giant enough that you still kill him, but so big enough that you're like, oh shit.
All right.
Mhm.
It's
What
like
are we gonna
regular Godzilla and not the anime trilogy Godzilla, where he's so stupidly big, you're like, how can anyone stop that?
All right.
But yeah, it's just like it's going to be difficult to stop, but not impossible.
You know what they did that I liked was that, like, so easily comics can get into that, like, oh, we're America, and then all of a sudden you see that, like, very racist villain
Yeah.
and things, and they
Yeah.
so totally didn't do that, like, at all in this, and
I
I
love it though.
I love that.
They said this is a post-apocalyptic world.
Right.
Yeah, and I
They're
get that.
appropriating a lot of this stuff without knowing the real context of the history behind them, and how
Exactly.
could they know it?
Right.
Exactly.
You're not
Exactly.
handing it out to them. You know, you're
Right.
giving them just like the quickest history lesson possible on this world, and then just getting right into it.
Yeah. The writing and the art all went well.
I would say though, she's the weakest part though. I'm sorry. She's just there.
She's just there. Like,
She is just
damn cool.
there.
That's what women in comics, in He-Man, in the 80s were.
Yeah.
Just
Although
there.
at least she got a good blow in. At least she got a good blow in. At least.
Yeah, but still,
Mhm.
Yeah, right
it's
here.
the damsel in distress that needs to be rescued.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Leia.
And, but, and then,
Leia
at least,
talked a game, but you barely saw it.
Yeah.
She was getting.
yeah,
you
but
know,
hey, at least they didn't hook up. Like,
Yeah.
but it's that whole, yeah. Oh, just again, look at that. Boom.
That is the highest speed of all.
That really is.
But I would love
love
to see this
the-
animated. I would love to see this animated.
Yes, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I would-
Again, the whole revenge. Did you notice every time you said revenge, it was spelled R-E-B R and R-E- and all that.
All right.
Mhm.
Matt
Well,
Groening and the Futurama Simpsons guys could do
Yep.
this so well.
Oh, definitely.
Yep. But like I said, that sword though is so awesome. I also like
Yeah,
you know,
it definitely feels like the equivalent of an adult Saturday morning cartoon.
it does.
Exactly.
The other thing is, I love how the sword is not the Deus Ex Machina. In fact, it's not even what stops him. It's the black
Right.
hole.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like
But it's
that's
still a very important symbol to the plot,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
oh for
Exactly.
sure.
Exactly. And
Yeah. He was
and I
like a
love the
villain
twist.
character himself, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like he was just there to kind of rally and support and get people together, and and then all of a sudden he wasn't fully the brains of anything.
Right. He was just right place, right time with the right weaponry.
Right.
exactly. Now I will also say, what did you think about the twist with his brother? Did you see it coming?
Of course.
I
I
didn't.
didn't think it was going to be that character specifically. I thought it was going to be Two-Tank Omen.
Mm.
Right.
Like, I
It
thought they
made
were
a lot of sense.
Yeah,
right.
well, to be fair though, we already knew Two-Tank Omen was already hinted at before the time skip, so it couldn't have been him there. But the fact that that he knew as Grayscale knew everything, you're like, he knows too much.
Right.
It wasn't as much of a surprise as the when
The
he
time
went
travel.
back. Yeah.
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 That was a big
Oh,
surprise.
we're like, oh.
That was a big surprise, but they set it up really well.
Exactly, especially with the rainbow, because you see it here and you're like, no, they're not. And I just love that. Yeah, he'd just go in there and the whole and he's saying, get the clackers and beware of my brother. He's warning himself. But and even when you look back earlier, it did look like him.
It
Yes.
does.
His silhouette, but the color throws off the silhouette. I love that detail. It's like if it was just black, you could tell right away. But since you have the rainbows, it distorts the silhouette.
Definitely. Like the size of his face is a little different. You know, it's like it doesn't look exactly the same, but it looks similar.
His hair is all whoosh. But I do love also like wham.
Right, he just trips into a hole.
And even that's like he's so disoriented. Wah!
Get the clackers.
The clackers. The fact he had God's balls.
Right.
But it turns out it didn't amount to much, though. It helped take out a lot of them, but not much. But again, just this the final battle, all this action is great.
It is. The dinosaur head chop, though.
Oh, yeah. And then him getting swallowed and everything, but you knew he was going to blast his way out. You knew.
He's just standing there like Superman stance, like, go ahead and try it.
Right.
I dare you to try and eat me.
Yeah, boom! But again, just how else were you going to stop that guy, right?
Right. Chuck him in a black hole.
Exactly.
Like I say, but American, though, but Meric's death, though, that I didn't see coming. I'm just like, oh.
Right.
I liked that though.
I did too, and that's why I think
know.
at the end they resurrected him.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. It's kept vague. We don't even know if that's what she's seeing or not.
I'm saying I think that's what they're going at.
Her brother in one of the shot, in a couple of them, in a couple of the arts, it looks exactly like Bowie.
Does.
Like, tell
It
me
does.
that, like
Bowie to
Major
Bowie.
Tom.
Right.
What is with his coke being half up?
Right?
That's why it's giving me more Bowie vibes.
Seriously. And then the one right.
But again, though, Tom Scololi, though, I love his artwork. You could definitely tell I adore the artwork.
Yeah, that's a nice.
It's not hard to see why.
And eventually, Ingrid and I, and her two are welcome to join up. Eventually, we'd have to time it, of course. Plan going over another work of his,
Nice.
Godland.
Nice.
Ooh.
And this one is even more okay. You can see a bit of the Kirby stuff, but it's in this one, but it's more of the 80s He-Man stuff, is what you're seeing. Whereas here, though, this is pure Kirby.
Wow.
Oh,
That is
love those.
gorgeous.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's even and basically, Grant Morrison put it best. If Jack Kirby's New Gods was Frank Sinatra's My Way, this is the Sid Vicious version.
That's
Nice.
so
Okay.
funny. I love that.
That's perfect.
Is that a good analogy?
Yes.
That's a good one. Still, though, and I know you'll hate me for it, Rain was my favorite art.
Okay, that's
Spider-Man
perfectly
Rain
fine.
was my favorite art.
That's perfectly fine because it's more manga-like, right?
I really, you know what? It's because I would literally frame that stuff. The
Yeah.
shots that they had were just so.
Oh, look, here's the dark side equivalent.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
And get this, they actually do something in this book you wouldn't normally think. They actually have his daughter on trial for what she did. Of course, then they're found guilty. So what does the dark side guy do? Blows her head up.
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those type of stories where
Guilty.
characters are not going to be held on.
Yeah.
Just get rid of all of them.
I like that it does what you don't expect.
Exactly.
like-
Yeah,
the best
seriously,
part.
just look at this artwork, right?
That's really cool.
In fact,
Yeah.
the way they explain it is that all of life exists inside the body of this giant godlike being. Every bit of existence, we're just inside the heart of this bigger than life entity. Literally the heart.
Well, damn.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, I am absolutely down for concepts like that.
yeah, here he is, Iboga. And
Nice.
he destroyed everything until there was nothing left. And then he realized how silent and tragic that was. So what did he do? He meditated. and within himself, he created all life.
Huh.
That's cool.
That is cool concept. We definitely gotta check that out.
Exactly. And I would like Ingrid to join as well, because obviously all of you get a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
Mhm.
Those definitely like the art switch ups. I really like that.
So yeah, though. So 1 to 10, what would you three rate this? Ingrid, you first.
I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10.
Yep. What about you two?
I'm right there with you, like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I would go full 10. I think because everything was so cohesive.
Right.
Exactly.
Everything. The art was amazing. The writing was amazing. The story was amazing. Everything.
Mhm.
And yet it's so simple too. That's the best part. It's not overly complicated. It is beyond simple.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I would have liked a little bit more vibrant, like
True.
in and out of the pages.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was like perfect.
Gives you
like
the full
jokes
80s
are
vibe.
perfect. The 80s
Mhm.
vibe, honestly,
Yeah.
is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, Scully, and now that the other book Scully has done, he did what did we mention was Kirby?
Oh,
Graphic biography.
nice.
And just came out. Come on.
All right,
Oh,
Stan, that's
wow.
awesome.
There's one downside, but there's one downside was this one, okay? In the Kirby one, it's a lot about the artwork. See,
Yeah.
That's very cool.
unfortunately though, for the Stan one, what is Stan best known for doing?
Talking and creating.
Unfortunately,
Oh, that's too funny
Yeah,
though.
that
That's
makes
Ah.
had an art teacher in our area. He actually worked with Stanley
oh really?
for a bit. Yeah, he was really cool, and he would say the same thing. Like Stan was just like an eccentric guy. Like he
One
just
thing I like about this book though is it's a warts and all, but it doesn't go too far on bashing Stan. It makes it just very clear he was a human guy who any of his flaws were more down to like the fact that when he talked to Roy Thomas about it, and it's like, what is this thing about the Jack Stan stuff? And Roy was talking like it's a creative thing, and he said, "Hey, when someone created a show, it was just the one name." And it's like that's a power thing. People are talking about the creative stuff, and Stan just never fully got it. He just didn't get it. But that's because it's not a matter of him being evil. It's just a matter of he didn't see things that way.
right.
And I think that always bothers me. And that's one thing that's always bothered me when it comes to the Kirby's kids and everything. And anyone who just wants to make Stan to be the devil and Kirby to be God. It's just like no, guys, Stan was a human being.
Yeah.
That's why I don't look at him as flawless either. I look at it as like the guy made mistakes, big mistakes. Should people be owed? Should things be owed up? Yes, definitely, but not to the point of saying that he was a hack and doesn't deserve any credit.
Right.
I
Like without
mean-
him, there wouldn't be a lot of characters that we all still appreciate and love after decades
if
and
you're
decades.
gonna idolize somebody though, idolize somebody who isn't afraid to. I mean, I think Stan knew he was human.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah,
people like
Yeah.
Presley or Jackson or like iconic people are actually terrible people.
Right. In the eras, like this man went through like
Oh,
the
gosh.
50s, the 60s,
All of
the
it.
70s, the
Yeah.
80s, the 90s,
of it.
the 2000s, like
That's a lot of
but
change.
everything that has changed over the decades, and he
Yeah,
stayed
exactly.
relevant through like all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
gotta-
exactly.
You gotta keep your hand on the pulse, but you also gotta sometimes do some stuff people might think is shady, and you might just be doing it out of preservation or whatever, but it's what you got to do at the time.
Yeah.
Like, and I think like the stuff with Kirby's family, pay them what is owed, but don't let them rob you either. Like
Exactly.
the estates are
Yeah, there is one thing though in this book that shows Scully is a bit more Jack's side than Kirby's, and then on Stan's side is after Kirby died and the Silver Surfer cartoon showed up. The very first era had to be Silver Surfer created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. All subsequent ones swapped it. So he thinks Stan called up and said, "Why is it my name first?" Which I'm like, "Oh, come on, Tom."
Right.
Yeah, right here. See, it's just like, really?
Is that petty? Like, do we know if he would
We don't know. We don't know. So I think Tom is just theorizing.
Right.
Like I
That,
said, I think
necessarily
he
a
did
Stan
this.
Lee thing.
I think he did this one just to make it clear where he stands, and as like, yep, Stan might have done it, and if he did, it's like he probably just felt like, hey, my name's first. Because again, in his eyes, he came up with the characters first.
Right. That's how he saw it with like all of them. You know, it's like
Yeah.
he was either talking them into existence or like drawing the basics for them and letting somebody else draw the movements and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
he was just
So, yeah.
creating the characters. He wasn't necessarily drawing all these comics like that.
Right.
No. So yeah, though. So that was American Barbarian. Thank you all for staying around. Thank you, Sri, for joining in. And we'll see you all on the next one. Take
Thank you.
care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having us.